from raising her two sons to her recent divorce, Rachel is now sharing how life is for her at age 53. And she joins us now from Los Angeles, California. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Tamron. Hi.
Hi, let me tell you that quote and the article and so much that I've read recently about you, just so vulnerable, so real. Why was it time to open up in this way?
Because I feel like you're only as sick as your secrets.
Mm.
And a lot of what I was struggling with was trying to be this person that everyone else wanted me to be,
Right.
or that I thought you wanted to be, that I thought you wanted me to be in order for you to like me. I grew up in a dysfunctional family like most of us, but but I think when I had children, it really taught me what do I want to pass down to my kids? Do I want them to feel like they're not good enough? Do I want my kids to feel like they need to change themselves in order to be loved?
Right.
So that was a real tipping point for me. And so that was a real catalyst for me for change. And I started to look at things like, why aren't I taking care of myself? Like I had always heard that the analogy of, put on your gas mask before you put on your child's gas mask. But I was so busy putting on their gas mask, and making sure that I was pleasing my husband, or what I thought was
Right.
pleasing him, um, that I wasn't really putting on my own gas mask.
You talked about at one point being the higher income earner in the family, and you wanted to buy a luxury car, and that you felt was going to set off something within your marriage that wasn't good.
I was the person that was making the most money, obviously, yes, like you said, in the relationship. Um, and and my husband, I wanted to respect him and respect his what he wanted to do financially with our family. I would acquiesce to everything that he wanted to do, but the point was is that I had worked. I grew up in Ohio, uh, from very meager means, and uh, and I'd worked very hard
Yeah.
to get to a certain point in my life, and I was like, I can afford these things, but I wasn't saying I've worked so hard. I want to be able to do this because I was afraid it was going to upset him, or it wasn't something that he wanted to do. Instead of saying, what does Rachael Harris want to do?
Right.
I mean, I was willing to compromise on so many things.
How did you stop doing that? I know you use the phrase you chose yourself, or you advise people to choose yourself. How did you
Hmm.
start even getting the ball rolling there with the weight of the responsibility of being a mother, a wife, and these expectations?
Well, I think a lot of it happened when I realized I physically wasn't taking care of myself, and um, I wasn't eating right. I wasn't really doing anything that was healthy for myself. And so it's really started with me saying, you know what, I'm
Right.
going to get a trainer. I'm going to start eating right. And it may not be great. Like it was, I felt like I should be spending more time with my kids, or that I shouldn't be taking away time from them to
Right.
do this. And then I realized, no, um, I really do need to train and do something that I love for myself.
Well, I have a confession about yourself. Listen, I love posting quotes on social media, and I almost stole one of your quotes the other day to put it on my social. But I said, I better talk to Rachel first about this. You have this saying, comparison is the great stealer of joy. I got goosebumps reading that because I feel like we all are consumed, especially with social media, as I want to post this quote on social media, with this
Yeah.
comparison, and it does steal your joy.
I think comparing myself to other mothers,
Mhm.
comparing myself to that. What I'm saying is that I'm like, would they do this? Would they take this much time to train for themselves? I'm an actor. I'm 53. It's almost in my job description that I need to take care of the physical instrument that I had. But I think because I was like, well, what are they going to think if I
Mm.
do this? Are people going to think that I'm selfish? Are they going to think that I would rather take care of my body and look good as opposed to being with my children?
Yeah.
And I had a great friend that said, well, no, 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 we have to reframe that thought. We need to reframe this thing as to know I am doing this for myself. So I'm a better mommy because a happy mommy brings happy children, which is, we can say it all day long, but a lot of times, Tamron, I don't think we really trust that in our gut. And I had to surround myself with people that said, you're not crazy. This is okay.
Yeah.
Do this for yourself.
Now you're hitting this sweet spot as a lead in this popular show. It's like you manifested.
That scene in particular was really important for me because I think it was, she had to admit this horrible thing that she did by not picking her child, that was like giving up her child for adoption when she was 17, and not and being so happy when they found each other and being so relieved that it came out. And I think the reason that I love that show I love that scene so much in particular was because we all are imperfect, and I think the greatest thing we can do is make amends when we've done something that we're not proud of. Yeah. And that's been such a gift to me to be able to admit that. So I think so getting to reclaiming my life is getting to the point where I can say, I know I'm all over the map, but it's getting to the point where I can really own things when I make a mistake. And I don't think I had that. I think I had so much shame that I didn't know how to do things better, or that I should know something. So part of reclaiming my life was being able to be completely open and honest, and say, I don't know what I'm doing and I need help, or I've never read that book before, or I don't read very much. And not being ashamed of it.
Right.
Just saying, this is who I am. And it's great. And if I'm not a hell yes for you, then I'm a definite hell no.
I like that.